What if the scariest thing isn't what you can see, but what you can't? Picture that for a moment. The unknown, the unseen, the unfathomable. It's a terror that grips and gnaws at us in ways we scarcely understand. It's not the monster in the closet or the shadow beneath the bed. Rather, it's the void that lies beyond our reach, beyond our comprehension. We humans are curious creatures, aren't we? We fear what we cannot grasp. It's the creaking floorboard in the dead of night, the cold whisper of a breeze where no window is open, the fleeting sense of being watched when you're supposedly alone. These are the invisible terrors that lurk in our minds, the ones that no light can banish. And it's these very fears that we're about to explore, so brace yourselves, my friends. Tonight we delve into the abyss of the unseen, into a tale that may well chill your very soul. Our story begins in the most ordinary of places, a small town much like any other. It's a place where time seems to stand still, where the old world charm mingles with the gentle hum of everyday life. The town, nestled at the foot of a serene mountain range, is home to an array of characters, each one as familiar and predictable as the next. As we delve deeper into this quaint slice of life, we meet the baker, whose hands have kneaded the town's bread for more than 4 decades. There's the jovial postman, his bicycle squeaking rhythmically as he makes his rounds, and the school teacher, her spectacles perched precariously on her nose as she instills wisdom in the town's young minds. The days here unfold with an almost monotonous predictability. The sun rises, casting a warm glow over the cobblestone streets. The town awakens, its inhabitants going about their routines with a comforting regularity. The children, their backpacks bouncing as they scamper off to school, the storekeepers lifting their shutters, the sound of laughter spilling from the local cafe. It's a symphony of the ordinary, a tableau of normality. Yet, beneath this veneer of simplicity, there's an undercurrent, a barely perceptible whisper of unease. As night falls, the town's rhythm slows, the laughter recedes, and the streets fall into a hush. The mountain's shadow looms ominously over the sleepy town. But as the sun set that day, none of them could have predicted the terror that was about to descend upon their peaceful town. The first sign of the unseen terror came in the dead of night. A stillness had fallen over the town, the moon shrouded by dark, ominous clouds. Then it began. A cacophony of strange noises like the howling of 1,000 winds echoed through the empty streets. It was as if an invisible tempest had descended upon the town, wreaking havoc on everything in its path. Windows rattled violently in their frames, doors creaked open only to slam shut, and trees shook as though in the grip of a gale-force wind. Yet, not a breath of air stirred. The townsfolk huddled in their homes, fear clutching at their hearts. The very walls around them seemed to pulsate with an unseen energy, an unfathomable force that left them trembling. Amidst the chaos, a chilling silence fell. The strange noises ceased as abruptly as they had started. It was as if time itself had stopped. The heartbeat of the town held in the icy grip of the unseen terror. The darkness of the night seemed to deepen, to wrap itself around the town like a shroud. Then, just as suddenly, the eerie stillness was broken by the first light of dawn. The unseen terror had retreated, leaving behind only the scars of its visit. The townsfolk emerged from their homes, their faces etched with fear and confusion. And as dawn broke, the townsfolk were left to wonder what had visited them in the night. As days turned into weeks, the unseen terror grew. Its presence felt more and more with each passing night. The town, once lively and bustling, was now a shadow of its former self. Dread hung in the air like a thick fog, seeping into every home, every street corner, every heart. The nights were the worst. The sun would set, and with it, a tangible fear would settle. The unseen force lurked in the darkness, its power growing stronger with each passing moment. It was as if the town itself had become a living nightmare, a chilling tale spun by the unseen terror. People started to keep their lights on, doors locked and hearts guarded. Laughter was replaced by hushed whispers, merriment by silent prayers. The town was in the grip of an unseen force, an entity that seemed to feed off their fear, their despair. The terror was not in what was seen, but in what was unseen. The fear of the unknown, the anticipation of what was to come, was far more terrifying than any monster that could be imagined. And the unseen terror knew this. It thrived on this. As weeks turned into months, the unseen terror continued its reign, its shadow looming larger over the town. The sense of dread grew, the anticipation heightened. It was a game of terror, and the unseen force was winning. And then, just when they thought things couldn't get any worse, the unthinkable happened. In the heart of the night, the unseen terror struck again, this time leaving a chilling message. Picture it, if you dare, the small hours of the morning, when the world is at its most quiet, its most vulnerable. It's at this time, when the veil between the seen and unseen is at its thinnest, that the unthinkable happens. A chill sweeps through the air, as if a ghostly hand had brushed past, leaving behind an icy touch. A horrifying event transpires, one that sends chills up the spine of even the bravest of souls. It's an occurrence so shocking, so unnerving, that it seems to freeze time itself. The unseen terror has left its mark, a chilling message that's as cryptic as it is terrifying. The words are etched with a sinister hand, a message from the dark side, a dire warning, or perhaps a malevolent promise. The words are a riddle, wrapped in a mystery, a puzzle that sends a shiver down the spine and a chill in the heart. What could this message mean? Is it a warning of more terror to come, or a malevolent promise of a future filled with fear? The questions multiply, each one more unnerving than the last. And who, or what, was behind the unseen terror? Was it a phantom from another realm, a creature from the shadows, or something far more sinister? Tune in next time as we delve deeper into the mystery of the unseen terror.